Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So NC State's offense takes the field. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw in the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
To the air, it's Bailey. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to... Ready up! The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. 42 Spider. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just... Ready? 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's just so frustrating on a defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the 1st down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs and a new fresh set of problems.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He makes the connection. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on it.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Picks up 3. It's now 3rd and goal.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this off.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him. Pickup.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds him out of the backfield. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Using the spin move. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
Brings up 2nd down.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 15. Off he goes. Touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe...
Ball in the air, intercepted!
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back? Interception. Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. The back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And I love this offense. Being aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. Score. Final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one. Brings it to an end.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score, and score pretty dang quickly.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
To throw, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Touchdown.
Precision blocking up front. Open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead.
Touch pass on the run.
They're up by 4 over Utah. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they've got on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They move. The ground, now another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Handoff to the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The run from the shotgun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads